Find it. Watch it. A female lawyer discovers that it ain't easy being green as Tatiana Maslany stars in Marvel's superhero legal comedy, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
Hi, I'm Tatiana Maslany, and here's a scene from She-Hulk, Attorney at Law.
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a lawyer. I have great friends.
Can we get some shots, please? It's an emergency.
A demanding job.
We just started a superhuman law division, and I want you to be the face of it.
Jennifer is the kind of person who, is very, goal-oriented and a self-starter and a planner, too, So she really, had her life mapped out for herself. And what she didn't plan for and what she didn't ask for was to be made into a Hulk, right?
She has her job and her life as it is, and then this She-Hulk thing happens to her, and it does throw everything off balance. And now she's having to engage with these two different worlds entirely.
I just want to be a normal, anonymous lawyer.
We have tonally so many different things going on in the show. We have the kind of minutia of the everyday life stuff, and then this enormous MCU world. So it feels like that kind of off-balance thing is like the heart of the show.
People only care because I'm representing Emil Blonsky.
I think they care because they're like, hey, that girl's green.
Thankfully, she's got Nikki, who's her best friend, who has always been encouraging Jen to live in a bigger way. And so when this She-Hulk thing happens, she similarly wants to draw her out and make her enjoy this thing that's happened to her and not ignore it.
Nikki's endlessly positive and she can see something that her friend can't see. So it's nice to have that mirror from someone who's not yourself.
Jen, do your thing. God, I really like this outfit.
I'm not proud of this.
I was a fan of the character from the comics, and I've been a fan of all of the MCU projects. And so being kind of let into that inner chamber was absolutely incredible.
It's a very warm family. I feel like I was on set with Mark Ruffalo, and he was a great kind of ambassador for the MCU.
Because we didn't ask for this, but you still got to deal with it. Your transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Those are the baseline of any woman just existing.
It's changed since Iron Man. Iron Man was the game changer. We were before that, but they really figured something out. So I was coming back to a world that had really, really changed. So in a way, very Marvel. And so I was a little concerned about it. And a couple of days in, Mark Ruffalo rolled up to do some shooting with my character and with Tatiana. And so I was watching the two of them do their thing and I went, oh, that's where we're at.
He was never, prescriptive about how to be a Hulk. And the two of them have such very different experiences of it. So we kind of have to have a different take on it, and that's what's really fun about our show is that it explores a totally different version of being a Hulk.
If you want to go back to your life as a lawyer, I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
We had an embarrassment of riches in the comics because there were so many fantastic runs of She-Hulk, but to me, the most iconic run is the John Byrne run, where he introduced the fourth wall breaking for this character. And there was no scenario where I would have done a show about She-Hulk and not done fourth wall breaking. She's just not She-Hulk to me without fourth wall breaks.
By the time I started interviewing, they did have some scripts ready, and I just crossed my fingers and hoped that the writers had honored that part of it, because to me it was it's gotta be a little Ally McBeal meets Marvel. And when I read the first script, I was like, oh, they did it, they nailed it.
Just want to make sure that you don't think this is one of those cameo every week type of shows. Well, except Bruce. And Blonsky. And Wong.
We had a great writing staff and we had such a fun writer's room. And part of that fun was we would be able to spend just weeks combing through all the movies, which is, a dream if you are already a Marvel fan. I guess a nightmare if you hate Marvel that you had to watch all these movies. But we would comb through all the movies and all the comics and just kind of pick characters that we thought would be fun, that we would love to see, that were natural sources for funny lawsuits. Because really, you pick a character and you just think, what's a fun reason for them to need legal counsel? What is a fun reason for them to be embroiled in a lawsuit or be part of a trial?
I think we're really lucky because the premise is a superhuman law firm grounded in reality, and our reality is in the MCU. So basically the possibilities are endless. You could actually have every single MCU character who exists pass through those law firm doors.
Miss Walters, we answer to a higher power.
I am a lawyer. We do things by the book.
The Book of Ashanti.
No, the Book of American laws.
I think it's about time that we introduce this character to audiences and the MCU. She's such a fantastic character, you know, and it's really been fun kind of going into uncharted territory for Marvel. You know, this is a completely new area for them. They've really never done something like this before, and that's really, really freeing and exciting.
We have to have like the Marvel fantastic fights, and we have to have the iconic characters and brand new superhuman characters that are new, but then we're also being self-aware on the show and balancing comedy and drama, but it's really like truth that we're showing, and then also finding the levity in that.
You could be an Avenger. Oh, I'm not a superhero. That is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans for some reason.
To find out where to watch any movie, check out Moviefone.com. Find it, watch it.